All right, everybody, welcome in, and welcome back to Soothe the Season. This is 25 days of breath work for grief and stress during the holiday season. This breathwork 25-day journey is my gift to you. I'm going to jump right into this tonight. I know we've been here for 7 days together now, and every night I'm like, these are meant to be short and sweet breathwork practices, and we've been going for up to 30 minutes some of the time. I know last night I said I was going to try to bring it down just a little bit, and we still ended up going for like 24 minutes last night. So I am going to try to make this short and sweet by limiting the amount of talking that I'm doing in the beginning. So if you guys are just joining in, if you're popping in right now, just a reminder, these are available on my YouTube channel. So if you missed the live, if you come in late, if you want to just start at the top and redo it, you are able to get the replay on YouTube. So for the sake of the YouTube replay, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get started. So we are on day 7 of Soothe the Season, and tonight our mantra is a safe space. And so for this last few days, we've simply just been working with a breath awareness. We've been working with gathering and obtaining this habit of coming to our seat, coming to our safe space, coming to a comfortable position, and just tending to the breath in observation, nothing more. We were introduced to a alternate nostril breathing technique. We were also introduced to a box breathing technique, and we will go back to using those different breath techniques as we get further into our 25-day journey. But for now, as we move through this journey, we are on day 7, and we are going to simply just sit with breath awareness once again today. So like I said, our mantra for tonight is a safe space. And so I want you to think about what that means to you when you are thinking about coming into a safe space, and what that looks and feels like to create a safe space and a haven for yourself. And when we think about how we relate that into the holidays, when we think about how we relate that into dealing with grief and dealing with stress and moving through these seemingly difficult emotions, what does it mean to create and cradle safe space for yourself? So as we get deeper into our breathwork practice over these next 25 days, I think that it's really important that as you come to sit and do these practices, whether you are doing them with me live now or whether you are doing them on YouTube for the replays, that you create a nice space and an atmosphere that's inviting for you to feel safe and feel supported in. So if you're ready tonight, we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna hold you guys all night like I did in the nights before. So go ahead and take a comfortable seat. If you're not sitting down, you're welcome to lie down for this one tonight. And you can get nice and cozy, comfy. I'm seated on my little meditation cushion here. So if you have a pillow, if you wanna raise your hips up, that is perfectly fine. You can do that. And we like to begin this process with just simply a body scan. So bringing us into the present moment, bringing your awareness in at the top of the head. And for a lot of us, this is the first time that we are checking in with ourselves all day. This could be the first time that you are sitting with yourself to say, how am I doing? All day long. And so we just want to sit with that, checking in with the head, bringing your awareness to the head, bringing your awareness to the space in between the eyes. Is your brow furrowed? Is your face tight? Are your thoughts moving and all over the place, or are they steady and calm? Bringing the awareness into the cheeks, the jaw. Is your jaw clenched? Is your tongue pressed tightly up against the roof of your mouth? So just observing. Just observing. We don't have to change anything just yet, but we're just taking an observation. How are we doing? Body scan, check-in, bringing that awareness into the neck, bringing that awareness into the shoulders. How are we feeling in the neck and shoulders? How are we moving through that space in the neck and shoulders? Bringing the awareness into the heart space. Bringing the awareness into the chest. You can even bring your hands, place them at the chest. How is your heart tonight? Checking in with the heart. And not just checking in with the outside, but also checking in with the inside too. How is your heart tonight? And we'll bring that awareness all the way down. We bring that awareness into our center, into our solar plexus. We bring that into our sacral, into our confidence center. How are you doing? How is your digestion moving? I know it's getting late. It's pretty late here on the Pacific. It's about 10 o'clock. So maybe you've eaten already and you can kind of feel like your food moving through. Maybe you just had a full cup of tea or water. You're getting ready to settle in for bed. So we're just checking, just to check in. How's the belly? Bringing that awareness down into the legs, into the hips, into the root. We bring that awareness all the way down. We bring that awareness into the legs. And last but certainly not least, we bring that awareness into the feet, checking in with the feet. Checking in with the soles of the feet, checking in with the toes, maybe give them a wiggle. And then I want you to turn that awareness to your breath without changing anything. So I don't want you to change how you're breathing just yet. I simply want you to just bring an awareness to it. How are you breathing in this moment? Are you taking deep inhales and exhales? Are you taking shallow inhales and long exhales? Is the air coming in? Does it feel cold? Does it feel warm? Does it feel like it's rushing in? Are you breathing quick? Are you mouth breathing? We're just observing. We're not changing anything. We're just bringing our attention to the breath. Are you belly breathing? When you breathe, is your belly expanding, or are you chest breathing? Are you breathing more into the chest than into the belly? Where are you expanding on your inhale? Bringing that awareness to the breath. And so I invite you now to go ahead and begin to soften in the body as we prepare to breathe. I invite you to soften in the body. I invite you to soften the face. Allow the muscles in the face to relax. Allow the muscles around the jaw to relax. Make sure our jaw's not clenched and tight. I invite you to remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And I invite you to relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders grow nice and heavy. Don't compromise your posture. We don't want to hunch and slouch into our posture. If you're sitting, stay seated nice and tall. If you're laying down, then that shouldn't be a problem at all. But allow the shoulders to just sort of melt down away from the ears. Allow the belly to soften. Sometimes we have this habit of sucking our tummy in or keeping those muscles in the core really tight. So I invite you to just soften. Soften the belly. Soften the legs. And then I want you to check back in with your breath. After softening in the body, maybe you notice that your breath has slowed down just a little bit. So again, just observing that breath, observing the inhale, observing the exhale. Tonight, our theme is a safe space. And our mantra for tonight is, I create a safe space within me. Our breath is the fastest way to change our emotional state. Things can be chaotic, hectic. Grief can be getting the best of you. Stress can have you in fight or flight. And simply just deep breathing has a very beneficial and potent effect on changing that emotional space. So I want you to think about that as you move through this evening and as you move into your day tomorrow, is how can I create a safe space within me? How can I use my breath to create safe space within me, knowing that the breath is something that is free and accessible at all times. And so I'm going to invite you to deepen your breath. Deepen your inhale, pulling in air, breathing out into the belly, and you can bring your hands to your core, to your center, or to the rib cage if you need to. And that way you can feel your belly expand as you inhale. And then I just want you to slowly exhale that out. And you can feel the belly almost deflate like a balloon. And we'll inhale nice and slow, taking in as much air as you can. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and drop the palms facing up for receiving. If you need a little more grounding tonight, palms facing down. And we'll just continue to breathe in this way. Nice and comfortable, just slowing down the breath and attempting to deepen that inhale. And I'm going to ask that you try to lengthen on the exhale this time as well. So we'll pull a deep breath in through the nose, and then we'll exhale through the nose. But I want you to try to lengthen that exhale and see if we can get that exhale to be a little longer than the inhale. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And continue to allow the body to soften as you exhale. So once again, we are softening into that exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I create a safe space within me. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remembering to allow the shoulders to relax. Every exhale should be a melting, a releasing of stress, a releasing of grief, a releasing of whatever energy feels stuck in the body. And keeping with the same flow, nice deep inhales, slow exhales all through our nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 We're going to breathe in nice and deep. We're going to hold at the top this time. Hold it. Hold it. And nice and slow, we're going to exhale through the nose. Emptying the belly. Hold it. And inhale nice and deep. We'll pull in. Holding at the top. Holding. And quick, we'll let that out. On this last round, I want you to breathe in as full as you can expand your lungs. We're gonna hold it at the top, and then you can open your mouth and we will do an audible exhale to release. Breathe in, fill your lungs, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. And we'll hold. Hold. And open the mouth. Give it a nice big audible sigh. Beautiful. I invite you to bring your awareness back to the room. If your eyes were closed, you can open them. If your gaze was lowered, you can bring the gaze back up. We'll drop the chin to the chest. We'll take a head circle, nice slow head roll. Doesn't matter which direction you go in. We'll circle the nose around, nice and slow, moving through the neck, breaking up any more stress and tension that might be resting in the shoulders. And on an inhale, we'll go in the opposite direction. So we're going to inhale. Again, drawing a circle with the nose, taking that head around nice and slow. And we're going to inhale, loop the shoulders up toward the ears, drop them back, and exhale down. And so before we go, I invite you to simply just check in again. So we always start with that body scan at first to check in, see where we are, get our bearings, take a minute to come out of our head, drop into the body. And now that we are done with a few minutes and a few rounds of breath, checking in with how you feel now. Checking in with your mental space, with your thoughts. If they were racy when you sat down, are they still moving? Checking in with the heart. Checking in with the center. Checking in with the root, the legs, and last but not least, checking in with the feet. We are creating a safe space this holiday season. And we can create a safe space within us. This is your reminder that your breath is always there. It is free and easily accessible to you. And honestly, it doesn't even take all of this, guys. One deep breath in and exhale out literally can change how you're feeling in a moment. Sometimes it might take 2 or 3. Sometimes it might take 10. Let's be for real. Sometimes the shit is really hitting the fan. It might take 10 breaths. But my point is that you can give it a try. You can literally, next time you're feeling some kind of way, next time you feel like you're starting to get frustrated, I encourage you and I challenge you even to pull a deep breath in and hold it. And as you exhale, just exhale and release. Audible exhale. Don't care what you sound like. Doesn't matter what you look like. Give an audible exhale and see how you feel. So I'm going to thank you guys for joining me tonight for Soothe the Season. This is 25 days of breathwork for grief and stress during the holiday season. My name is Addie, your breathwork facilitator. This video, along with all the other 7 days before it, are available on my YouTube channel. So if you're just now hopping in, or if you missed this breathwork session and you want to replay this one or any of the other ones, you can catch that on my YouTube, and that link is in my bio as well as on my profile here. Every day has a different theme and every day has a different mantra. So I will be back tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow night, whether it is here or in the YouTube space. Once again, thank you guys for joining me. If you happen to go over and catch the replays on YouTube, leave me a comment. Let me know you are there from TikTok. It is nice to see you. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for joining in. And I will see you tomorrow for day 8 of 25 days of breath, Soothe the Season. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night.